Hey church family, Pastor Wes here. I want to film a quick update about this coming Saturday and our Saturday Outreach Project. Don't forget, after our Good Friday service on this coming Friday, April 15th, the following day at 8:30 a.m., everybody's meeting at the church to go and share the gospel with our neighbors around the church. I know some people get a little bit nervous about something like that, and that's totally fine. When you get here at 8:30, we're going to have a quick evangelism training, probably take about 30-45 minutes. Tanner Clark's going to do that to get rid of all of our jitters, to give us some resources and tools, and answer any questions we may have about what it looks like to get into spiritual conversations. After that, from about 9:15 on, we're going to go and knock on doors. Bonnie Barlow, our Blessed City coordinator, has mapped out our community. We've got it all split up. Each team will get a map. Every house is on the map. You'll be able to chronicle who you talk to and any prayer needs and any follow-up things that need to take place. And then after we've knocked all those doors, we'll come back to the church around 11:45, 11:30, and get a quick Chick-fil-A lunch, and then give testimony to what God did during that time. We'll also hopefully have a good enough turnout that some people can stay at the church and pray for the teams that are going out, knocking on doors, as well as praying for our Sunday service the following day. Now, why am I so excited about this event? Or what am I praying for, maybe is a better way to say about when it comes to this event. I'm praying the Lord does three things. Number one, I'm praying that the Lord gives us an increased burden for the lost and commitment to evangelism, or zeal for evangelism in our church. The longer you're a Christian, the less number of unchurched, unchristian friends usually you maintain, and the colder you get towards the mission of Jesus to make disciples. It's just part of what happens, and it's necessary for us to stir one another on to love and good works, to push one another to have an increased desire for evangelism, to maintain the heart of Jesus in our life. And I'm praying that the Lord uses this Saturday to spark that flame. The second thing I'm praying God does with this Saturday event is that it increases exposure or awareness of Broadview Church in our community. This community has seen a lot of changes over the last 5-10 years. It's been several years since we've gone out and done something like this. A lot of new movers have come in. I have no idea that there is a life-giving church that would love to minister to them and their family. And down the road, maybe they don't come on Easter, but down the road, when something does happen in their life, there is some kind of crisis, or God does begin to move, the first church that comes to their mind is that church that came by the house and knocked on their door. I think it is huge and very effective at increasing people's awareness of our congregation. So third thing I'm praying for is that people get saved. I mean, I really believe there are people in the city of Abilene, especially after 2020 and COVID-19, that don't know Jesus, used to maybe have no interest in spiritual things or Christianity or anything like that. But the rate at which the world is changing, the kinds of things that are happening, just the instability that so many people feel around them, that sparks a desire to know God, to have the security that comes from knowing God. I think people are open, spiritually open, more than they've ever been in the past decade, and we should capitalize on that, because there will be people who make first-time decisions for Jesus Christ, and there's nothing more exciting than that. That's why we exist as a church. That's our mission. That's the Great Commission. It's to help people come to know and follow Jesus. And so I really am trusting God. I'm believing God that through this Saturday outreach event, we will get to lead people to faith, to put their faith in Jesus Christ, and see them Sunday morning follow Him in believer's baptism. I mean, I don't know about you, that makes my heart leap with joy, and I'm just really praying that God will use this outreach event for those means. Now, how can you participate? Well, you can show up. I know some of you feel like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go knock on doors. I'm not comfortable. I'm very shy, introverted. I understand. That doesn't mean you shouldn't come. If you don't want to go out and knock on doors, you can stay in the sanctuary and pray. In fact, some of you physically may not, be able to do something like that, but you can come and you can get down on your knees and pray, because so much of this work is spiritual in nature. It's a spiritual work. It requires spiritual power. Spiritual power comes through prayer. And so come and join us and pray. If you are somewhat on the fence, maybe, you needed to go do your golf game, but got this Saturday outreach event, please make the sacrifice and come and join us on Saturday. We need as many people as possible to be here for this event. And so make plans now. Next Saturday, it's only a couple of hours. Etch it out and come and join us. If we have 100 people, well, that's what I'm praying for, 100 people to show up. We can split up into enough teams and cover enough territory that we really make a pretty good impact and cover a lot of ground. So please be there. And then finally, if you can't be there, then use this week to invite people to church on Easter. We're going to have some door hangers available out in our gathering place Sunday. Go hit up your community. Do something on your own time, but use this week to say, Lord, give me an increased burden for the lost. Help me, if I love and am committed to my church, help me increase people's awareness of this ministry so that when you do begin to move in their life, they know where they can go to find help. And then finally, Lord, will you move in my life and my circles of influence to help me share the gospel so that people can make a first-time decision for Christ. That's why we exist as a church. We must return back to those core essential pillars of why a church exists, which is to preach the gospel, to go and share the gospel, to pray, to love one another. I hope you'll join us next Saturday. I can't wait to see what God does. And then, of course, Easter Sunday, all 3 services. I hope that you're planning to be there and believing God for something great. We'll see you then. Bye.